and sorting. PSX allows you to quickly and easily filter out to a specific wholesale account that you want to see. There are several places in PSX that you can filter, beginning in active clients. In this case, I have my customer date range going back to November 1st. And to the top right, it shows that that consists of 964 active clients. If I want to see my mechanical shops, maybe within 5 miles from my location, I can add those columns to the data grid by selecting them from the Manage Column Layout icon. Each column header has a filter icon that I can click on and choose my filter. In this case, it's the mechanical shops within 5 miles. And you see at the top right that that took me down to 398 active clients. I can apply as many filters as I like. So in this case, a minimum sales amount of at least $1,000. And since my customer base is going back to November 1st, I could also include a filter to those customers that maybe whose last order was as of December 31st. In this case, I have narrowed down to 6 active clients through filtering, and I could sort by sales by clicking on any column header. Once you have done your filtering and sorting and you want this information exported out of PSX, the 3 icons up above give you those capabilities to be able to email it out, download in CSV format, or just to view in PDF format, which would look like this. An active client report showing those 6 customers that I filtered down to the mechanical shops within 5 miles with a minimum sales of $1,000 who have not ordered yet this year. Anytime I want to reset and begin a new filter, I can do so by clicking the Reset Column Filter icon up above. It shows a red line going through it. Once I click that, all filters are instantly removed, and I'm back to my original list of 964 accounts. Notice the red line is no longer showing through the Reset Column filters, indicating that I have no filters applied. Another example, if I wanted to take a look and see who's maybe my top 10 accounts are so far this year, I'll change my date range back and hit the refresh button. That shows me 621 active clients, and to be able to narrow that down to my top 10, I could apply filters. In this case, I will put a net sales of amount of at least $1,000. And I could factor in gross profit percentage as well as return rates as criteria for my top accounts this year. Once I have added those to the data grid, I will apply a gross profit filter of at least 20%. And we'll do a return rate under 6%. In this case, I have narrowed down my top accounts down to 24. I could sort it by clicking the column header. And there it shows my top accounts right there. And I can also look at the last order date. Again, if I want that information in PDF format, I can do so up at the top. Another area that I could also take a look at for filtering is the prospect component of PSX. If you are working new business, you can have your prospects imported, and as you can see, the column headers up above also have the filter icons that you can filter out by. If you want to focus on prospects within a 10-mile radius, you could still do that. And also you could take a look at those based off the status or stage that the prospect is currently in. So let's say stage 4 is the status in which they have had an initial contact with, on-site meeting, filled out the forms, and are ready to place their first order but have not yet done so. You could filter out, in this case, to 4 prospects that show that are in stage 4 and are within 10 miles. Again, you can export that information out of PSX by clicking the PDF button, which would look like this. Another section that you could filter out by is in the Segment tab. You have 1 of 7 different segments you can bring into PSX. In this case, I can filter out zip codes. I have a list of all my zip codes, in this case for the year. Just by clicking that filter icon up above, I have all my zip codes. And if I want to take a look at a specific area of multiple zip codes, I can apply those zip codes to the data grid. Again, I can do multiple filters, showing the results up at the top right there. Again, anytime I want to reset or start over, just click that reset column filter icon, and I'm back to my 396 zip codes. The exporting capabilities also appear here in the Segment tab of PSX. That concludes the webinar on filtering and sorting. If anyone has any questions or would like training on that, you can find our contact information at the bottom left corner by clicking the Help button. And here's our support line as well as our email address. Thank you.